More Filipinos are swiping, tapping, and clicking their way into credit from plastic cards to digital loans, marking a big shift in how consumers spend. But along with the boom come big risks, scam, fraud, and sky-high interest rates that could trap borrowers in debt. Jin Kim reports.
Based on the 2025 Credit Perception Index by TransUnion, the overall credit perception score remained strong at 73, though slightly lower than last year's 74. Awareness of credit products has risen, with more Filipinos turning to buy now, pay later options.
Traditional products, credit cards, personal loans, mortgages, customers felt were risky, whereas BNPL, payday loans, I think installments were seen as more helpful.
However, acceptance of credit messaging has dropped, indicating that trust in promotions and marketing claims from lenders remains weak. More than 91% of Filipinos now use fintech services, and 1 in 3 consumers say their first financial product is an e-wallet rather than a traditional bank account.
Convenience rates vary highly amongst users. I think doing anything on your phone is certainly more convenient. There's an app for pretty much everything these days.
Yet barriers to credit access remain.
So what consumers have told us is it's around fraud and scams, where consumers are feeling that the trust isn't quite there, and they're worried about borrowing and potentially being a victim of a fraud or a scam. And they're also worried about the interest rate and their ability to actually pay back what they're borrowing.
Despite these risks, the trend is towards greater formalization. TransUnion data shows that reliance on family or friends for borrowing has declined. More Filipinos are turning to banks, virtual banks, and other regulated institutions. This underscores the need for stronger regulation to safeguard borrowers.
BSP and SEC are responsible for. I think have a good hold on managing that part of the industry. And so I think that if those two things continue, strong regulation as well as trust, then I think it'll end up very positive for the industry and for consumers.
Even with growing confidence, the threat of unregulated online lending apps remains a major obstacle. Cases of harassment, data privacy breaches, and abusive practices have highlighted the urgency of closer monitoring to ensure that financial inclusion does not come at the cost of consumer safety. Jin Kim, Billionaire News Channel.